Good morning. I hope this is having you all be super fine. Let me get this, there we go, turned off. Okay, guys. Today is super great. I'm just going to close this one little door here. Hold on just a second. Okay. Just wanted to close my office door just in case we had some activity coming in out in the foyer. Okay, this is super great. Today is a very fabulous day. It is Thursday. And you know what? Thursday means you got one more day and you get a weekend off, right? If you work a Monday through Friday, a 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, whatever. Hello, Marcus. Hello, Isaac. Pleased you joined us here today. But like I say, you got one more day and then you get 2 days off if you work the standard, schedule. So that is fabulous. It's something to look forward to. Excuse me. As you guys know, I have allergies and I'm always having allergy problems, but you know what? You just don't worry about it. You just let it go because you can't change anything about that. Just take the medicine and hopefully it's better. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? So let's talk a little bit about worry and why we all tend to do this awful thing to ourselves. And we all are guilty of it. We all have this trait ingrained in ourselves, in our DNA, in our being. It's just totally simply crazy. Don't you agree? I mean, really, don't you agree that we do not need to worry about everything? Come on. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Thanks for joining. So, as you guys know, I got this new camera that I've got hooked up here to my laptop, and I'm still having some ups and downs and a little bit of glitches with it, but you know what? I refuse to worry about it because I know I'm going to figure it out and I know I'm going to get it to work the way I want it to work. It's just a matter of time and moving around the buttons, because you wouldn't think a camera would have so many buttons on different things to do on a camera that hooks to, hello, welcome, that hooks to your laptop or your computer, whatever you want to hook it to, I guess, because it's just got a port here, USB port. But that's one of those things that I could worry about it. I could get very upset about it because I've had glitches with it. I've been in the middle of doing an actual webinar, and the silly little thing only displayed half of my webinar. It was just, well, the rest of it was just my voice, and I couldn't see the chat in my webinar. It blocked it off for some reason. I don't know why, if it was my computer that was having the issue or my camera, but it didn't happen until after I installed the camera. So that's one of those things that I noticed, but then I had one of my participants that knows me call me and say, your chat, you're not answering any questions. What's going on? Is everything okay on your end? And, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then I just explained to everybody that, I installed this new camera and, evidently I did a boo-boo or something went wrong. But you know what? Don't worry about it. So we're going to talk a little bit today about worry and why it is bad and why it does us no good. Like I say, I have a tendency not to worry about things. You can worry about everything. Do you know you can worry about every little tiny thing in your life? And you know what it is? Worry is a vibration. It is a vibration. It's a very strong vibration that we all have, and it's actually triggered to our imagination. Think about it. Think of something that you've been worried about recently. Hello, welcome. Think about something you've been worried about recently. It could be anything, just any little bitty thing you've been worried about recently. Okay, as you see or you feel that you are worried about this thing, what happens with your imagination? It starts going crazy, doesn't it? It starts going, oh, well, what if this happens, and then this could happen, and then that could happen, and then I could be in real trouble if that happens, and then, well, if I don't do this, then, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have the money to pay that bill, or I'm not going to have the money to do that, or, I won't have any money at all because I went and bought that. Whatever it is, our imagination tends to take over, and we start imagining all the things that could possibly go wrong from this one little worry. So I've just came to the point in my life, and I don't know if this will work for you guys or not, but I just decided it was creating lack. Back in the day, it's been years ago that I started this realization. And it was like I was worried about something one day, and it was something stupid. It was something so inconsequential that it made no sense. I had no control over it, so why worry about it? It's almost like if you're shooting pool, at a pool game, and you're trying to get your ball into the pocket, into that little pocket thing. So if you're shooting pool and you want to win, you really want to win because you're real competitive and you really, really want to win. But it's this one thing that's just, you shoot the ball with the white ball and hit the ball. Well, it veers off. Well, how did that happen? Now you're worried. Well, I'm going to lose. Now this person that I'm going against, I'm going to have to pay them $5 or whatever it is. And it's not the $5 that you're going to pay them. It is your pride that is in the way. And then you're worried about that because they're going to be like, I won. If they're that type of person. And I've seen a lot of people at the pool, playing pool in the pool place. And a lot of them are doing that. And it's just crazy. And I'm like, why are you getting upset? Why are you getting worried about something you have no control over? You have no control over if that ball is going in that little hole, that little pocket or not. Just like in bowling. You put the ball down the alley thing, and you try to hit those pins that are sitting up there. You just want you to hit them. They just want you to smash them. But then your ball has a mind of its own. You have no control. There's no sense in worrying. And I know people get excited and they start waving their hands to the ball. Go this way, go this way, go that way. The ball can't hear you. The ball doesn't care. The ball's going to go where it wants to go. It doesn't matter what you think or what you feel. So you're worrying about getting this ball to hit these pins and knock them all down. Makes no sense, does it? When you think about it like that, and how your imagination just goes crazy with all these scenarios that run through our little brains up here, it's crazy. It is really, really crazy how this happens. And it's normal. It is so normal that this action happens. So it doesn't matter what is going on in your life or what you have to worry about. The biggest thing you can do is to push it aside. Don't let your imagination get in control of you, because that just puts you in a place of lack. And when you're in a place of lack, it grows like a fungus. When you have the thought of lack, of not having this or not doing this or not getting this, it's like a fungus. It just grows and grows and grows and grows, and it doesn't stop until you stop it. So only thing I could say is you have to conquer that. And what I have done and what I've been helping people to do over the years, and more so here lately, as have been doing more webinars and I've been doing a lot more live training with people. And I've been doing a lot more of getting myself out there rather than just being the voice, instead of just being, teaching people how to do this stuff and how to make it happen. So, hello, welcome. So, is conquer it. And what I've done and what I've learned to do is when I feel the worry, and it happens to all of us, it is a natural reaction. It happens to us all. Hello, welcome. Oh, Scooby-Doo. How cute. Sorry, got sidetracked with his avatar. When we worry, our imaginations run haywire. They go crazy. Did you realize the imagination that you really have? Isn't it phenomenal? All the things you can think and do and say and feel in your imagination, and they don't even hit your lips. They just are right there in your little brain. And when my little brain is all congested with, oh, what if I do this? What if I do that? Oh my gosh, that is worry. If you're saying to yourself, well, what if I do this or what if I do that? And you're not saying, well, I can do this and it's going to be great and I can do that. And, let me see, it's going to come out this way. That's not a state of worry. that's more of a positive state of acceptance, and it's a positive state of conquering anything that comes in your path. You'll win every time. If you can just conquer the worry, push it away. When it happens, I just, I say, okay, oh, well, that's a possibility. I acknowledge that, yes, that's a possibility, that thing could happen. For example, I'm in the process of, as you guys know, I shared this with you guys last week. My days tend to run together when I get so busy. But I'm doing this new Zoom thing where I put new integrations into my Zoom platform, and I'm able to stream it live through Facebook and through YouTube. So I've been using YouTube a lot for videos and stuff like that and doing trainings. But I'm able to do that, and I've started doing all these new webinars that I'm working on. And whenever I do a new webinar that is entailed and it's got a lot of running parts, and by running parts, I mean it has a lot of different steps that the pages go to, that people go to give them more value and more knowledge and more insight into what's happening. Hello, welcome. So as I'm doing that, and then sometimes I'll have a glitch and I will do the refresh and I will publish it, and I will go back and check and make sure everything's working good. Well, as I was doing that this morning, I was working on a new presentation in my PowerPoint, and for some reason, when I was doing a test run through the webinar platform that I had set up, and for some reason, it wouldn't connect. I couldn't get it to go through. Hold on, guys. That's popping up everywhere on my screen. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Okay, for some reason, I had stuff popping up everywhere. Hold on. I thought I had that disabled, but it keeps coming back. I wonder why. I'll figure that out. And then I was just thinking, oh my gosh, why is that doing that? I just spent 2 hours. Thank you for joining. I just spent 2 hours building this PowerPoint, and I want to get it through because I'm going to connect it with this webinar, and I want to be able to share it because I'm going to be teaching some people on how to build a sales funnel, because you can't have a business without sales funnels. It's critical. You can, and you can, just be an affiliate, but I prefer to have an affiliate business with a sales funnel, because then I can create a different funnel for each one of the products that I sell through my affiliate account. Just, it's good for me. It's good for business. It makes the world happy. Thank you for joining. So I was working on that, and it didn't go through, and it wouldn't go through, and it was glitching, and I was like, oh my gosh, now what? Instead of worrying about, oh my gosh, 2 hours I spent building this funnel, 2 hours of my morning, we're talking from 5 to 7 that I was working on this. 5:30 to 7:30, I think it was. Yeah, right in there. And I was like, oh my goodness, now what? And as soon as I felt myself say that out loud, I was like, oh no, this is so fixable. I can do this. I am making this. I'm going to get this webinar in check, and I'm going to be able to share it with these people, and they're going to be so happy. And as soon as I changed how I was feeling and what I was projecting, excuse me, apologize. What I was projecting, it all came together. I forgot to hit a button in my Zoom webinar platform to let me share something so simple. Again, if you conquer it just by your thoughts, just by your feelings, just by your emotions, conquering that is amazing how that will work for you. So you want to be sure that you're being positive, and you can conquer anything in life that you want. Anything. Anytime a little thought comes up that's not a positive thought, it's not a happy thought, get rid of it. Acknowledge it's there, and then you know what? Let it go. Because why worry about something you have no control over? Like are you going to be able to hit? Maybe you're a super great pool player and you always hit your target. You always hit the ball in the pocket thing. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're just learning. Well, you have no, either way, even if you are a super great player, you have no actual control over what that ball is going to do. The ball has a mind of its own. It is pure energy and force. When the pool stick hits the ball, that is a force of action, and it puts that ball into action. As soon as you hit that ball with your stick, you have no more control over that ball. Everyone thinks they have total control over it because of the angle they hit it in, which that's true. It's all about angles and trajectory and whatnot. But still, you have no control over that actual ball. It can jump over and do something totally silly. I'm not the best pool player, so I can tell you that by fact that every time I hit the ball, it doesn't go where I want it to. I see it going in one place and it just goes totally haywire and goes to another area. Crazy, isn't it? But if you're using your worry to make yourself miserable, then there's some people out there that would say you're doing a good job. Your family, friends, anyone that's close to you. If you're doing that and you just use your worry to bring yourself down, well, you're not just bringing yourself down there, baby. You're bringing everyone around you down too. So let's take it to the next level. And what do you think people around you are going to say when you have this worry, or they're so worried about something and their imaginations are just running crazy? And you say, you know what, that's doable. You know, we're not going to think about that. We're not going to worry about that because you know what? We don't have control over that. But what we do have control over is this. And we'll change these options. We'll make this, you know, different. And you know what? That's going to make it all come together. When you have that attitude, you'll be surprised how much positive force and how much positive thinking will come to you, regardless of what you're doing in your life or what you're wanting to do. It's all a given and it's all a go because you have the power. You have the power to do whatever you want in your life. You can conquer anything. I know you can. Because it's a law of attraction. It is law that you can conquer and you can be prosperous and you are meant to be the person that you want to be. It is the law of attraction and it is law. So once you accept that, it is law and there's nothing that can stop you, nothing that can hold you back. What do you have to lose? Not one thing. You have nothing to lose by being positive. You have nothing to lose by conquering those worries and those fears. You have nothing to lose having a good imagination. Instead of imagining all the bad things that could happen with something, imagine all the good things that are happening for you. Imagine them, make them happen, make them positive. When you do that, I'm telling you, it is so true. When you do that, everything will open up and change for you. Okay? I am so grateful I had this time to spend with you guys. Hello, thank you all for joining us today. Today's been about worry, imagination, lack, conquer, and you will win. It is very, very true. You cannot go wrong. I promise you, if you do this and you conquer this, there's nothing in the world that can stop you from having prosperity and good and happiness. Okay. I am going to let you guys go because I have actually a webinar appointment where I am doing a live training with some people. Okay, so I will chat with you guys later. And again, don't worry about anything. Let the worry go away. Conquer it and use your imagination for good. Okay, guys, I will chat with you later. And again, have a super great Thursday. One more day and you get 2 days off. Yay!